Hey guys, welcome back. Get ready with me to go back to the fifth quarter, but this time we're not going to Spellbound. We are going to karaoke night to celebrate my friend Orlando's birthday. I already have my base set and my eyebrows done as per usual. We do have the fans back. It got very warm this week. At the end of the weekend, we should be cooling back down, but we did set records. We are in Central California and it got hot. So let me actually turn this down. That might be better. I'm going to try to speak louder, but I'll do some work in post and hopefully you'll be able to hear me. All right. So I went shopping yesterday, which I pretty much never do. I have not been to the mall since 2018. And I picked out a very daring, at least for me, as a 44-year-old going to the club outfit. So we can have a lot of fun with this makeup. I have set a timer. We've got about 40 minutes. So this is not a tutorial. This is a get ready with me, but we can still have some fun. And I usually can't help but narrating a little bit along the way. So let's just get into it. I did take the time to clear some space, get things out. So we should fly through this pretty quickly. So you know what? I did not get out an eye base. So we're just going to go in with some more concealer on our eyes. I've already got some on and it creased really bad, but it's been there for like 40 minutes or something like that. I did do my therapy appointment after I got my base on, and that is why. All right. So I've got kind of an idea of what I want to do in my head, but as usual, it'll probably change as we go. But first things first, let's get a base color set down. We will pick something dense, but not too dense. This should work. Make sure it's cleaned off. I'm just going to go in and lay down a neutral shade if I can get the palette open. There we go. So I'm just going to go into a shade like this, which is just around my skin tone, but it's going to cling onto that concealer and give us something to work with. I can't help narrating. I can't. Sorry. Yeah. See, just something a little lighter than my skin tone just to give me something to work with. So I have not done karaoke in probably as long as it's been since I've gone to the mall, maybe a little bit less. Now, I've always said I like to sing, but I'm not a singer. I did lots and lots of musicals. Not really like in high school. I did one in junior high, and then I did stuff after high school because my high school didn't do musicals. The other high schools did, but we had a very small theater, and so we stuck to plays. But then after college, I actually sat on the board of a Rotary theater.
Girl, what just came out of your mouth? Rotary is the theater in Visalia. Repertory is the theater you worked with up north. I was on the board of the Lighthouse Repertory Theater in Crescent City, California.
Which means they just kind of Rotary theater is supposed to be one where you're rehearsing a show while you're performing shows, so you basically have one right after the other. But it was a very small city up north, up in Northern California, and so it didn't quite work that way. But anyway, I did a lot of shows with them. I was cast in more plays than I was musicals. The point is, I like to say that I'm very good in the chorus, but nobody's casting me as a lead. I'm not a soloist. I can carry a tune, and if you need me in like a trio or, a character line. So I'm very good at, well, I'm better at mimicking. So if you need a character to sing something in an accent or a funny voice or something like that, I'm your girl. But if you need me to be the lead ingenue, it's not going to happen. So I like to sing. It makes me happy, but I'm not going to be the best one there. I'm probably going to crack on high notes. It's going to happen. But I just really, really love karaoke. It's something that is near and dear to my heart. And the fact that Orlando is doing this is going to be so much fun. And I can't wait. I'm really excited. So we are going all out for him. And so I want this look to be super dramatic, super fun. I have been downing cough drops all day just to kind of lubricate my throat. In fact, let's grab some more water. I had a choir director that said, now I'm going to forget it, something about piss clear. I forgot the rest of it. Garen should, if you're watching, Garen, tell what it was, the COS choir director. Something about as being really hydrated to the point that your urine is clear so that you can sing. Yeah, see, I was cast in a choir, a college choir. So I can carry a tune, but yeah, I'm not a soloist. Anyway, I'm going to go into the next color. I'm going with cool neutrals. I'm going to keep the lightest colors on my inner corner and get darker as I go out. It's not going to be my 3-color blend thing that I do. It's going to be slightly more of my vintage looks, but just a little more dramatic. At least that's what it looks like in my head. So, but yeah, I am a alto who on a very good day can also sing mezzo. Growing up, my voice was even deeper. So I kind of was in the contralto range. I grew up obviously loving musicals. My mom had a bunch of Andrew Lloyd Webber CDs, and I would listen to those with her. and I sang the Phantoms part in Phantom of the Opera so much better than I sang any other part. And yeah, so I grew up on that. Tonight, I would actually really love to sing Broadway because that's what my voice is most suited for. It's what I trained in. But I really don't think that's going to be the vibe tonight. So I've got to try to find songs that I know really well and songs that will fit a older alto mezzo voice that won't, kill the vibe. Because that's the thing with karaoke, right? Like you're in a club, but you're also kind of acting as the DJ, right? And so like if everyone's kind of like jamming out to like, upbeat, high energy, like maybe more this century music, and then somebody comes in with like a ballad from, 1970 or something, it just kills the vibe. Or like if somebody comes in that's like super talented and does like, a show off song that isn't part of the like we're having a drink, we're having fun, we're laughing, kind of thing. It just kind of kills it. Like, okay, show off. Like this isn't open mic night, it's karaoke. But anyway, as so far as I know, I only am gonna know Orlando, which just it kind of gets awkward sometimes because it's like I'm gonna just walk in by myself and I thankfully I am a extrovert and I make friends fast. Like I'm not gonna be alone for long. I don't plan on getting drunk, especially since I haven't eaten anything today. So yeah, I will try. I'll probably like snag a protein bar before I leave if I have time. But oh, did I just break a nail? Cool. Like I broke this nail opening one of these bottles, and I think I just broke this nail opening a palette. Awesome. Yeah, I think I'm gonna use the same brush and just dip into my next color. Going into this Twilight palette and going into this color here. Like I said, I'm basically going for cool neutrals, and I'm getting darker as I go. I'm just kind of, yeah, I think this one's going to be my outer V. Like I said, there's kind of a concept for this, but not really. And I'm just playing. My top is like super daring. Well, you'll see, I'll add some at the end of this, but it's got like all these swirling cool tones, and it's kind of corsety and very revealing. It would have been more revealing, but because of my age and size and stuff like that, I'm actually going to be wearing something underneath it, so I'm not showing as much midriff as it's originally supposed to have. Because yeah, like I said, a 44-year-old going to the club, but it's cute. It's a style I've really been like seeing and liking and stuff, but have never had the guts to wear. So I'm gonna wear it now because I can. And who's gonna tell me no, right? And the thing is, if Orlando really is like the only one I know there, then as far as these people know, like I'm always this confident and I'm always wearing this kind of thing, right? So it's the time to like try out this new me, And like I have been losing weight. Well, not weight. I've been losing mass. And yesterday, for the first time since gosh, probably since the early or the late aughts. So let's say like 2000, no. Yeah, maybe 2009, 2010. So the pants I bought yesterday to go with this outfit are size 10. And I think that's about the last time I wore a size 10. I honestly am not sure, but I think that might be the case. Maybe even earlier. I'm really not sure. But yeah, anyway, the jeans I've been wearing that have been my slimmest ones that I'm still belting, and even with a belt, I like pull them on and off. I don't like unbutton them and like unzip them to like, use the restroom or whatever. I just like pull them on and off. They have been a size 16. So I thought I was like a size 14. Nope. Turns out that I can wear a size 10. They're a little tight right now. So like I need to like break them in or wear like a little bit of a compression garment or something. But I can fully get into them and zip them up and button them. So that's very cool. All right. I want to get a little darker. I want to get into the palette again later. So that was a dumb idea. Okay, I need to blend this out. I don't want to use that one. I think I'm going to add one more darker shade. Yeah, just here. But yeah, like who knew that like 44 would be the age that I start getting my confidence back and I start making new friends and going out and just getting a new lease on life. Like 44? Who even am I? I am that girl. Apparently. Yep, this is what I was going for. 100%. I can't tell if that's even. Somebody tell me if it's even. You guys like the new lighting? I finally got equal lighting on this side. So hopefully my contour and crap will actually be, that looks better, will actually finally be equal. And I'm just going back into that Twilight palette to highlight the inner corner with that white glitter. And then bringing it slightly onto the lid. Yeah, that's what I wanted. I love when a plan comes together. Now the hard part. Not super hard, but I am going to do liner. No, let me tightline first, and then I'll do liner. I lied. I'm not tightlining because I can't find my eyeliner. Hey, sorry, I got put away with the brushes. I need to sharpen it. Okay, I'll be right back because I decided I'm not doing eyeball stuff on camera. It freaks people out. So I'll be back. All right, now I'm gonna do eyeliner. Sorry, I'm laughing because it got literally everywhere. I think the cap got some stuff on it, and yeah, it's everywhere. All right, so as far as karaoke, I have a couple songs in mind, but I don't know if it's gonna be like super packed, if I'm gonna be able to do like one, maybe two songs, or if it's gonna be something where I'm gonna be like grabbed for a group or what. But I have some ideas, but I may just kind of go rogue depending on the vibe. In my head, there's a really cute guy who needs a duet partner. And he hears me and he's like, you know what? I need an alto for this song. Do you want to sing with me? And then we fall madly in love, right? Everybody wants that at karaoke. I don't think I'm going to do that wing until I do my other lie. Hold on. I don't know though. I have a feeling that there's going to be like a lot of representatives of the LGBT community, which is awesome. I'm a member, but I'm like a baby member. So I don't know. Maybe there will be a really hot woman that needs a partner. Maybe we'll sing Defying Gravity together or Take Me or Leave Me. That'd be really hot. You never know. And frick, I blinked. All right, I'm gonna have to fix that. Got too excited about a hot woman. Yes, I'm getting quiet during the wing part because I really don't want to mess up. I already messed up the eyeliner on the left eye, so as I'm drawing my little wing, I'd really not like to fuck that up. And for some reason, my favorite eyeliner is acting funny. It's got plenty of ink. That's not the issue. I think maybe my hands are just too jittery right now. All right, I've got an alarm going off. 1 second. 45-minute warning for the start of the party. And I think we're okay. I'm not going to do anything really with my hair, so that's fine. My base is breaking up horribly. I think that might be what's going on. So I set my base with the setting spray that came with my Twilight set. And I'd heard that it was actually a really good setting spray, but it's just destroying my base. Everything is coming apart. All right. Okay, first let's fix the eye makeup. All right, so I'm just taking the darkest shade underneath my eyes now just to clean up the wing. Okay, it's not fantastic, but I really need to address this base situation. I'm not even sure how to fix it. It's breaking up bad. I don't know if you guys can see, but like here on my nose and around here. Sorry, YouTube. But yeah, you can really see it bad here. Okay, so I think I'm gonna try to powder it. The powder situation is dire. Okay, maybe we'll see what this can do for us. Okay, I'm just gonna do a super mix again, so we'll get a little bit of each color. So we've got some pink here. Let's get some peach. I think maybe a lot of peach and a little bit of purple. Actually, peach and purple would probably be the best. Let's get a little more purple in there too. Help with some of that red. Well, I need green. You know what I mean. All right. I think I'm gonna go in with something a little smaller. Let me mix this. Oh gosh, no, this is bad, you guys. I'm just gonna remove it and start over. Oof. Time check. Oh no. Okay. Oh my God. I think I might be allergic to that setting spray. Like, I'm usually red, but not like this. No. And I hate applying my base after my eyes. And I set my eyebrows too. Oh God. Oh my God. My skin is so raw right now. Shit. Okay. Well, soldier on. Go back in with my primer. Hate this. At least this feels nice on my skin, but oh my God. And I custom mix my foundation too. So now I'm going to try and like match it. Oh no. It's still all in my hairline. Oh no, no, no. This is bad. This is bad. Okay. Shoot, shoot. Guess who's going to be a little fashionably late? So I got a couple pumps of each, and then I mix them up. So this is the Maybelline Superstay Lumi Matte something, right? Okay. Yeah, Maybelline Superstay 30-hour Lumi Matte foundation, and I mix 110 and 115. However, Maybelline just came out with a new foundation, and they added a new shade, 113. So I really want to try it, but I really love this foundation formula. So I'm a little scared because it's a different foundation, obviously, so a new formula, but see how that primer really took the red down already? So I love that primer. Okay, so I'm going to go in kind of the way I did before, but I think maybe I'll use a brush to smooth out the areas where I get too close. But maybe 113 is actually like my shade, so I wouldn't have to mix. This is a nightmare. No, I'm getting somewhere. Where exactly, I'm not entirely sure. All right, now I'm going to touch it all up again and hope that it looks blended. I'm actually going to add a little bit more because I'm just afraid it's going to look a little too. When in doubt, add glitter. Did I fix it? I think so. I do think I need to, however, address these brows now that I have painted everything back on. Okay, I'm not going to powder till the end now because it was just too much chaos. Contour, I'm so freaked out that happened. Like, I'm just forgetting to continue talking for the rest of the video because I'm just like in a rush and freaked out and just not happy. A little bit more here. Like that. Yeah. Yep, I am so much happier with that. All right, and this time I'm not blushing. I want to go in with some makeup remover because I am messy and I need to order some more because I'm very close to being out. I'm not going to go in with like a traditional blush because I'm just loving this like cool palette I have going on. But I do want some life. So I'm going to go in with the Bridgerton highlighter because it actually is going to give me some color with the highlight. So I'm just going to pop this on kind of in place of the blush in the same kind of area. And I'm kind of going ham with it. I'm going to throw it up under this brow bone like that. Gosh, I got so distracted. Almost forgot mascara. And this is waterproof just in case anything happens and I decide to get emotional tonight. I still haven't decided if I'm going to drink. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Last time I went out, I was with some friends who are sober. So I ran up a tab with 2 cherry Cokes, you guys. Like I went totally wild. And then the time before that, I just nursed one drink the whole night. And then, but I've been to mixers for the source. And the last one I went to, I got totally wasted. It was just like a random Wednesday night, and I don't know, I was in my feels and the ratio was off and I just got blitzed. No particular reason, just it was like an open bar and I just tipped like an amount for like all the drinks. And then I just kind of kept going back. So I don't know. I think maybe if they like because Orlando works there, right? So if they have like a special drink for him, I'll probably have like one of those. But I really don't think I'm gonna get wasted. I have an appointment, a video appointment with my Medicare advocate tomorrow, so probably wouldn't be great to be hungover for that. Also, I haven't eaten, so like alcohol on an empty stomach. Plus, I have all my meds, so I really need to be careful. But I'm usually not an emotional drunk anyway. I'm usually like a corny drunk. Interpret that the way it's meant to be interpreted. Thank you very much. Where's my little thing? There it is. Time check. Okay, this is about the time I want to be leaving, so we got to do this fast. That is not my meter. And of course, this got a little messy. Of course it did. This is not my night. I will clean it up after the lips. Decided to do something different tonight because that was a good idea. So we are going to try like a nudie brown lip. So I'm going in with a chocolate brown liner. Let me clean off my lips. And I tried to fill it in a little bit more than I normally would because I want it to kind of blend, but I'm still not great at lining my lips. Anything that needs like precision is just not going to be my forte, not with these hands. All right, so now I'm going in with the Maybelline Vinyl Ink in the shade 35 Cheeky. And hopefully I get a cute little blend moment. You know what? I'm not mad at it. I think I could use a little bit more definition on the edges, but not bad. All right, now let me go back and fix. It's not fixing it. Okay. About you, will you fix it? Nope. Everybody wants to be a bitch today. All right, from far away, you can't see it. I'm over it. Let me get powdered down. Where's the brush? Because I chose a more glittery highlighter, this isn't going to touch it. It's going to go right through it. And I'm just doing a little bit of this loose powder blend just to set everything in place. I'm probably going to spray it down too. Well, no, I am going to spray it down too. I just wanted to kind of set, because this was slipping and sliding, and I don't know why. I think, well, I know there were remnants of that spray because I just wiped it with a makeup remover cloth. So is this the best base I've ever had? No. Did I have to rush everything else? Yes. So is this, amazing, gag worthy? Of course not. This base is not amazing. I had to rush. I don't have time to fix everything. It is what it is, and I'm over it. And I just dropped a lot of powder. I'm glad this is not my outfit. I'm gonna go change. I still have to figure out the hair situation. Okay, let me finish the lip. I'm going in with a brown gloss. I said I wanted to keep everything cool toned, neutrals, stone colors, but let me pull my hair down. All right, so I'm gonna call that the finished look. What do you guys think? So thank you for joining me and thank you for sticking around during that little crisis. I'm going to actually, let's just set it right now, going in with the NYX Marshmallow Setting Spray. So as always, stay safe, be kind to yourself. I love you, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.